Then I told him that he could buy his own goat. Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the stream, the show, the last show of this year, everybody. It has been a wild year. We've been doing a bunch of shit. We've been in hell. We've been blowing up a city. We've been fighting. We've been whomping the dungeon master for many, many times. And today, that is going to change. I'm telling you right off the bat. My name is Roar, and I have the pleasure of being the dungeon master of Storms over Cerenar. Quick disclaimer before we begin. Storms over Cerenar is a dark, sometimes Dungeons & Dragons campaign. It is meant for adults. We do touch upon heavy subjects sometimes, but we try to do it in a respectful way. So just before we get started, viewer discretion is advised. I just want to jump straight into the action, but before I do that, I'm going to let all of our lovely players here introduce themselves. So with us here for the last session of the year, Alex, as always, good to see you. How are you doing, mate?
Hello, I'm good, thank you very much. I am indeed Alex. I play Aus, the Hexblade Warlock, and Undead Kraken Killer. I think it was me. Was it me? I feel like it was me. If it wasn't me, I'm going to pretend it's me. For a change, I didn't even go down that fight. So, I mean, you know, that's called character development, folks.
There you go. You rolled very well last session, I remember.
Worryingly.
So one of the things we'll figure out this session is the Alex dice curse broken or will return? Have I tampered with the code of our virtual tabletop client?
Please no.
Just by mentioning it, I think you've broken it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I might have jinxed it. It might be an elaborate plan. It might not. Anton, welcome to the show. It's great to see you. Welcome.
Hello, yes, I am Anton, and when I'm not spending my free time passionately fishing, I sometimes play Token, the Dwarven Sorcerer, and I am extremely excited for, well, bittersweet excited, because on one hand it's D&D, but on the other hand, last game of the year, but still, I'm very excited.
Glad to hear it, Anton. Nice to have you. Next up will be my good old high school friend shooting live from his office, Jonas. Welcome.
Hey guys. Well, I'm Jonas. I'm in my office, and I play Björn, the barbarian from the north. So
beautiful.
That's what's up.
So can you give us like a live kind of what's the how does it feel in the office? Are people happy? Are they watching, or are they just looking at you a little weirdly? Or
there's no one here. I think actually the CEO is in his office to finish up a meeting, but
he's doing a different D&D stream.
Should we expect a guest appearance at any point?
You're fired.
Hey!
The real BBEG was our boss all along.
Oh no! So like in 20 minutes, all the lights will just go out, and Jonas will have to do the wave motion. Great to have you. Nice you could be in your office, Jonas. We'll see how it goes today for you as well. Maybe you'll get the good dice rolls. I might have tampered with the code, so I told you. All right, next up is all the way from cold Germany. Is of course Leon. Great to have you.
Yep, and not from Bavaria, not the stereotypes. So I'm Leon, playing the Bard Theus. Was already knocked down once, but I got knocked down, I get up again. And we are hopefully not getting knocked down like pins the last few times.
That would be such a shame, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Oh my god, you really got it out for us today, don't you?
Well, wow, yeah, that was dark. I'm scared.
Thank you, Leon. I'm looking forward to see you get up again. And you might actually have an interesting session, since Theus is the one who has. It was actually the least hurt after the last battle. We'll return to the recap in a second, because last but not least, we have a fellow producer of Epic Boon Productions. He is in the frozen wastelands of North America, in Canada somewhere. He's wearing the signature Canadian hat. Tanner, welcome to the show.
This is a baseball cap. It's not a toque.
Isn't that the same?
No, a toque is...
Baseball's from Canada, that's why.
But you know what?
Oh, yeah,
Way to ruin my intro, Roar. I'm Tanner. Yes, I am from Canada. I am from British Columbia. It's cold. Not as cold as most of these guys, but yeah, I played Uncle, who was a little nomad shit disturber ill-prepared spellcaster that can cast has access to every spell, but always forgets his books.
So, we're going to do things a little interestingly today, a little bit different.
Uh-oh.
First, I'm going to come with a or give all of you guys a recap, because all of our heroes, all of you have survived the second day of the siege of Blimey Bay. The day before last, you were involved in a big battle that draw up some battle lines, and this morning, it seems like the Leviathan Trade Company and the Face had used some kind of dark magic to raise the Kraken Siohahuani from the dead and unleash it upon the port. And while the heroes were distracted so with this monster, it seems like the battle has turned against the denizens of Blimey Bay and the pirate fleet occupying it, defending it from outside forces right now. The naval battle, the waters of Blimey Bay, are currently being lost as more and more pirate ships are being sunk. On the mainland, we see the trade company forces with the red shirt pirates, led by Bjorn's older brother Ulf Wilderson, pressing upon Quarterdeck Ridge, the last refuge of the civilian population of the town. And you know as well that in the outskirts of town, somewhere close to Connevale Farm, Nogle's family members, Snakesnack and Garwop, are right now under attack by Face agents. The noose is slowly tightening. You are but 5 people trying to figure out what to do. Before I go into what we're going to start with here, guys, I want to know, what did you... Like, we had an interesting session last time. We had some roleplay, you had some revelations, you talked with the bad guys, and then you fought a Kraken. So I would like to just go through the line here and ask you, what was the thing that made the biggest impression on you last time? What kind of things do you want to resolve? Is there anything that you would like to follow through on, Alex?
Oh boy. I think
I do realize it is 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me cast my mind back. Harp music, please. Add that in post. Done. I think House is really in the position of, like, he doesn't really think that sort of surrender is an option. But again, he's kind of, it's not his horse in the race, really. He's just kind of riding alongside it. So he will go with what the people of Blimey Bay have in their best think is in their best interests. But as far as he's concerned, he will fight where he is until he's told not to, basically. I think Oust doesn't want to abandon another city to its fate, especially not the fate of the Face. So, yeah.
Interesting. Anton.
I think with the siege and everything that has happened in the, I suppose, last day, 2 days? How long has the siege gone? Has the siege only underwent for 1 day?
2 days.
2 days. I think Torgen is finally starting to sort of realize that there might be a little bit of truth to the mess that the party has described. You know, he's heard a lot of stories about how they've been part of somewhat destroying cities and being chased across most of Cerenar, and I think with recent events, Torgen's kind of starting to realize that this might actually be a bit more of a mess than he expected. And, you know, he's in it for the rides, and I think he's coming to terms with the fact that this is going to be a bloody road, and he's surrounded by some stubborn people. I think Torgen is also just not necessarily obsessed with saving the city, but more just obsessed with getting out of here in one piece.
Interesting, thank you. And Jonas, how's Bjorn feeling on top of all this?
I think a large impact was maybe the surrendering. He's not used to that. So I think his pride are wounded in some sense. And likes to set the record straight.
Of course he does. I think, Leon, I'm going to leave you for the last one. So let me just ask Tanner, how is Noggle feeling? You got the revelation about your family being under attack. Everything was happening all at once. How's Noggle holding up right now?
I would think he's trying to ignore the fact that there's something up with his family. He wants to kind of distance himself. He's going back to an old kind of tactic of protecting himself and just thinking about the conventicle and what they have to do behind all this, and that they're hunting him or whatnot. But he's probably doing a pretty crappy job at it. He's pretty worried about everyone, so.
Noggle had a talk with Hassani Sabah, the Lord of the Many Faces, last time. How's he feeling about that?
He just let it roll downhill. Passed it on to Theus, said he had his back, and you know, he's very cautious if Theus has anything to add to it or anything that we should be worried about. But Noggle has enough to worry about at the moment right now, so he's kind of hoping Theus, yeah, take this, Theus. Hopefully you can deal with it.
Even when he threatened to pursue not just you, but all of the nomads?
Yeah.
Alright, interesting. And that leaves us, you, Leon, and Theus. You had some pretty hard times last session.
Theus has resolved himself to that this will end either way. After this is, like, first of all, we need to preserve some allies, because Theus in his mind is currently, like, his current state of mind is that they have to end the phase in Hassani Sabah before Hassani Sabah ends them. And whatever is going to happen in the future, he will give it his all to do his best from this, like, place on, especially after killing one of the many lords' high officers. After this is over, he definitely wants to turn his goal towards taking out his former master.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Last session, we had a mechanic during the Kraken battle where you had to roll each round to see what favor or what way the battle was turning. We ended at the -4 on your behalf.
Okay.
I mean that right now,
Means we're
things are
doing really
looking
good.
really, really badly.
Oh, okay, they're really badly. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not
The
good.
situation for Blimey Bay is looking dire. There are 3 situations, as I told you before, that are currently unfolding. You have the naval battle up here in this area, where you have seen 2 or 3 pirate ships getting blown to smithereens. It is, you could just hear gunfire, smoke is everywhere. It's hard to see the shapes of the ship, as it's just flashes of flame, gunpowder, and smoke is just completely obscuring the battlefield as you hear the sounds of metal screams and ships engaged in battle. And even from here, with the wind the way it is, get the small, faint scent of blood in the air. You have 3 ships left from the pirate fleet. You have Flying Arenian, you have the Midnight Torch, and you have Queen Victoria's Revenge. It is not looking good for them right now, and they'll need some help if they have to turn this around. The land battle over here, where you see the trade company forces led by Ulf Wilderson and the Redshirt Pirates. They're pressing towards the bridge, or across the bridge, and they're making their way up to Quarterdeck Ridge. You see the pirate line is barely holding. It'll take a stiff breeze on top of what they're already facing to knock them over. It is not a question of manpower or morale, it's just a question of the sheer ferocity and focus of the enemy forces. They are concentrated, and they are doing a bloodbath. As you see, the inner cove already is tilted red by all the people who has been killed on the bridge already. And the only thing that is silent, not in your face right now, is the situation at Connevale Farm. You don't know what's happening. You had one sending, you haven't heard from them the last half minute. You could be dead already, could not, could be fighting back. There's no way to know for you, or for you to know right now. All of these situations will be difficult for you to overcome if you split up. But if you do not do that, time will pass as you deal with one thing, and there will be a consequence to the things you did not turn your attention toward. You can split up your resources, but that will take a greater strain upon your characters, and they might decrease their resilience to do anything else. But when you resolve the situation, there will be a reward tied to that. Some of these situations will be battles, some of it will be roleplay, some will be more like cinematic, in order for us to see if we can do all of the things today. And I'm going to be completely frank with all of you. This is the end of season session. It is going to be hard for you, and the bad guys want to win. You have attracted the attention of the Lord of the Many Faces himself. I'm not going to lie, he is a terrifying opponent. And you are facing odds that puts you in territory that is obviously difficult for us to overcome. And I want you to be completely, like, I want to tell you that right off the bat. It's not going to be a fair fight. So if that's what you're hoping for, there's another campaign. Okay? Tanner's laughing.
So we're playing another campaign? What do you think?
No.
Let's do it. Who's gonna die first?
So you're saying we're all splitting up? Did I hear that?
Alex, can you roll a d20? I want to see if you die first.
You might want to split up as well, but this situation is dire, and it is important for me to tell you this. So, you guys are not looking too well. I'm going to, in terms of what I've prepared, I'm going to let you all take a breather, which is a short rest, but you can only heal for 2 hit dice. If you want to heal for more than 2 hit dice, you can heal for 5 more, but it comes at a price of 1 level of exhaustion. There will not be any more chances of regaining hit points unless you have the spell slots for it. So before you make that decision, maybe the healers of the party should tell you how much healing power they have left.
One question. Can
Yes.
we roll the first 2 dice before we decide?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just see how much I get back.
Another question, because I can't remember how breathers work. How does that work with me regaining spells on a short rest?
You get all of your bullshit back.
Hey, yo, let's go, baby. Okay. Right.
Can I use an arcane recovery?
It's a short rest, but you can only heal for 2 hit dice.
Right on. Arcane recovery. Here we go.
Okay.
I will use Sorcerer's Recovery. So, how is everyone looking on resources? I must say I'm not really feeling too good myself, but we're gonna have to make it out of here one way or another.
Okay, right. I just healed a grand total of 4 hit points from 2 hit die. So,
All right. Looks like you're dying first.
It's incredible what you can do with only a few short YouTube tutorials, isn't it?
I'll take the level of exhaustion.
All right.
How are people looking at spell slots?
I'm good on that in that regard now.
The
Cos Warlock. But I'm 40 hit points down. That's the only difference.
I have 1 mass cure wounds and a whole bunch of healing words.
By the way, we ended last turn with you casting a mass healing, and it was 32 hit points I added it to your sheet, Bjorn, because you had 1 hit point, so or 0, whatever it was. So, but I think the rest of you actually added it. Fierce?
Everyone get get your temporary hit points.
No, you don't have 10 minutes to do that.
Okay, good.
Do we get Song of Rest?
Sorry, so we said that the...
No, it's also 10 minutes.
Oh, that's also 10 minutes, okay.
So we said that with the 32 healing we didn't add on, or we have?
You have. Everybody but Bjorn have.
I'm just trying to think. Oh, we took a load of damage from the psychic wave, didn't we, afterwards? Which is why because I'm at 38, but then obviously I got the hit points back from Hexblade's
I
Curse.
think you were... Yeah.
So, but then it probably evened out. Okay, that makes sense. Wow.
So you have one mass cure wounds left, and that is basically it for healing right now. I don't know if you have any healing potions or anything lying around, but
We definitely do somewhere, folks. So we should. Yes.
Yeah, I think we have in.
We can use some of that
It
red
might be a
magic.
case of. Yeah, it might be a case of smoking.
Oh, right. Could you how was it the corrupted magicite worked mechanically? Because I got a lot of chunks of that last session.
Yeah, if you use it as material components when you cast spells, weird shit happens.
Was it just so, because I don't think I've been here when using that. Is it like you can use it in place of a spell slot or in place of costly components or both?
In place of costly components, and if you use it when you use components, then there might be unforeseen consequences. So it's basically a guaranteed wild magic surge, but it kind of follows the logic of the spell.
I don't think
and
it's
it might
worth-
also increase the power of the spell that you...
So you still need the spell slot, but it can amplify the spell you're casting. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, folks, we have 3 potions of greater healing, 1 normal, and 1 superior. We also have a potion of growth, a potion of fire breath, and a potion of water breathing, and 3 potions of invisibility. And clairvoyance, but I don't know where that's going to come in, really.
Clairvoyance?
So, clairvoyance as well, yeah, a potion of.
I'll take it. Actually, no. We should use that.
Yeah,
when we
well, I'm
need
just
it.
thinking,
Yeah.
do we use the healing potions now,
Yes.
just to get ourselves up as high as possible? So, who is the lowest right now? Is it Bjorn?
Relative to Max, I will say that's Bjorn. Otherwise,
Right.
it's probably Oust.
I'm missing 101 hit point.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Jesus.
should we start? Should we start the bidding at?
It's a lot.
Should we start the bidding at giving you the superior right now? See how many that gets you.
Let's top him up with the lesser potions and let him keep the superior because he might need that mid combat,
Okay,
right? Because
So-
that's gonna replace me healing anyone. Because
I'm
that is a great
I'm
potion
also
to
gonna
use in
take
combat.
the growth potion.
I'm going to
I
put
think
them
the
on
growth
your...
one you probably don't want to do until we're just going in to
I'm
what
going
we're
to
doing because I don't
Put
have
those
much.
2 into your sheet here, Bjorn.
I'm missing 35 hit points. I don't think that's worth taking exhaustion for.
Yeah, I'm missing 40, and I don't know whether, with my dice rolls, I don't know whether having disadvantage on every single ability check is a wise decision. How much is it greater? Greater is 44 plus 4, right?
Yeah, you could just press the icon if you want to pour it into Bjorn.
So if someone was to take take a 5 hit dice rest, they get 5d whatever plus whatever, and then I could remove it with diamonds and a 5th level spell slot, or I could just cast Mass Cure Wounds on everyone again because we're all down. Theus, how are you looking?
I'm fine. But low on spell slot, but health-wise, I'm fine.
All right, now if it's either Mass Cure Wounds or Raise Dead.
I reckon it's mass Q. Honestly, I reckon we need to be healthy now so we don't die.
Okay.
So I think let's be proactive rather than reactive. So I reckon mass Q wounds now,
All right.
and then we'll work out how to do the rest of the potions once we've done that based on how much we've healed.
All right, everyone gather around. Let's do it.
That's a sad roll, Tanner.
That is unfortunate.
Yep.
15 healing for everybody.
Okay.
Hey, it's still more than a bunch of potions. All told, this is 60 hit point, right?
Could be worse.
Be much better as well.
Also, by the way, I kind of just conjured these weird shiny rocks out of nowhere. Does anyone want any of these, or are they useful in any way? And I gotta hold up the magicites.
The only thing that might be useful, for, is I could give somebody true seeing for the next hour. Could be useful to deal with those face folks. I don't need to use it myself anymore, so.
No,
we wouldn't need that much of it as well for that, but...
Torgen just pulls out like a buttload of corrupted magicite.
Like a little sack, like I just open a sack and there's just like 10 lumps in it.
This is interesting. Could be used, but it's risky to use it right now.
This is basically 500 gold worth. It is a stupid amount.
You hold on to that. Please don't use it.
I'm sorry, what is this exactly?
Well, you could use this to cast your magic with. You know, sometimes you use a sprig of something to have your spells work, or use a wand or an orb or some sort of material component. Well, this replaces that component and, well, has chaotic results.
I mean, I am kind of the component. Does that mean I have to snort the stuff? How does that work?
Yes.
You can do. You know.
You are just
I swear these spellcasters sometimes.
Does anybody have any what's it called? Massive? Is anybody massively against me taking a great healing potion?
No, do
we have 3.
Sounds fine.
Take it.
Cool.
Also,
Can I drink one as well?
Please use your drink up.
And we'll save the normal potion of healing just as a basically a stabilize, shall we?
As a deterrent. I'm going to roll the potion for you, Jonas.
Thanks.
The greater one. There you go. 17.
Could you roll one for me as well, so I don't have to fuck around with sort of stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Cheers.
You get 18. There you go.
Oh, that is fantastic for me.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
two
cool.
really good rolls for you guys. There you go.
Right.
Perfect.
I'm damn near full health now.
yeah, during this, Torgen also slams back to the Clamlock and uses his amulets. I'm also pretty much stopped off now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm 6 hit points down, so 7, but that's fine. No. And full spell slots. Right.
So is this the part where we abandon the city and don't look back? Or what is the plan?
Pretty much.
welcome to.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm doing.
So
Well,
the enemy
we
is
stick
expecting
together,
us.
we battle, and unfortunately we can't protect the entire city. We have to, well, pick one front.
Here's the facts as they stand as far as I can see them. On the other side of the city, your family and the Levitator are beset on all sides by the face. Between them and us is your brother, Bjorn, on a bridge, and the rest of the defenders of the city against them. We have to go through them to get to the face. I think the ships are the ships at this point. There's very little. I'm confident in the abilities of Admiral Flint and Captain Sophis.
I mean, those ships kind of just dropped like flies during the fight. I kind of have no confidence at all, but if you say so.
We do still have the big one, so you know.
The thing is, just as well, so you're at least somewhat informed. The leader of the defense, Admiral Flint, is on those ships. And if the Flying Arenian falls, you don't know what effect that would have on the rest of the city.
I kind of feel like
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I kind of feel like Flint is a little bit important to this city. I mean, if they're ever gonna rebuild or anything, seems kind of important.
I have had another idea. Do we know that the opposing admiral, essentially the leader other than Bjorn's brother, is on one of the other ships right now? I think we are aware of that to an extent.
Yeah, you met her once before. You know
Yeah.
her ship is the Golden Cut, so you could probably figure that out.
Our other option is that we do one hell of a, I don't want to say suicide mission, but we do one hell of a boarding action, and we try and knock her out, cut the head off the snake, as it were. Now that boat's going to be crawling with the face and probably the crack company men, but nothing we probably can't handle ish.
Are we planning to stick together then? I mean, it sounds like
I think we have to. The only thing is, we are relying on our success before the face kill your family, Nogla. We're relying on cutting the head off the snake and the entire our opposite side of this battle crumbling as a result of that. Or we split it up, but I don't know whether that's the...
Sorry, Roar, okay, well, I asked them to flee, like, go up in my uncle, right? Like, I told them to retreat.
No, you told them that you were busy.
Yeah, I said retreat if you get into danger.
I think the last message said that they were already being attacked, right?
Okay. Damn, my boat.
Yeah, it's a case of they're retreating, but they're retreating from the face, who we know quite well you can't really run away from. So
these situations, just to make sure, like, again, they're not impossible for you to do if you split up, but it will be much more difficult.
It's been... Wait, hang on. We've got the orb. We can teleport somewhere if we need to. So we can teleport into something if we need to.
Didn't you say you didn't know how to recharge it?
Yes, and the orb and the Gjallarhorn, the relic you got from the big snake guy, both of them are in the levitator.
Ass.
I think we might need to split up. I think we might have to.
Nope.
May I suggest a course of action?
Certainly.
The enemy is preparing for each of us at all of these arenas. If we make a switcheroo and the people they are least expecting attacks the face, as well as my brother, as well as the fleet, they might be surprised by the abilities we bring to the table instead of going for the most obvious enemy. Could it be that my brother would be overwhelmed by magic and not the sturdiness of my hand? And as well as the face, maybe an axe to the face is a bit more surprising than striking from the shadows. Full force, someone expecting a sneak attack.
True.
Go ahead and take some inspiration, Jonas, you magnificent bastard.
So who do you suggest go where?
The place they least expect us. In that way, we can rely on each other truly. I will fight your fights, you, my friends, and you fight mine.
So you go for the Admiral. Is that what you're saying? We'll need somebody to get you there.
Sure. We are fine.
The problem with the face is we have to get to them, and that might involve going through your brother. Unless we can fly you there, which is actually
You can
entirely
also
possible.
just go around.
True, it's going to take us a hell of a lot longer though, is what I'm thinking.
Not much.
Okay.
We're talking about instead of like a 700 foot 2,700 is like a almost, it's like the difference between 3,000 and 4,000 feet. So.
Okay.
I mean, whatever the case we're doing, I feel like we probably shouldn't split up into more than two groups, right? If we want to
No, it has to be two. In that case. So do we leave your brother, and we concentrate on the Admiral and the face? Is the one thing to beat your brother denying him a battle that he would probably win anyway?
Well, if we're trying to avoid plundering, murdering, pillaging, and all of the inks, then we have to stop him.
True.
Now, what happens if we lose the Gjallarhorn because it's on the levitator?
You don't know.
Right? If we lose that back to enemy forces, not only are we losing this battle, but we have to go and fight another one. We're back to square one. So if we go...
Like we need that.
Yeah, and at the same time, we have direct allies and our ship that is in danger as well. So we'd have to get a new ship. Nongol would immediately lose immediate allies. And, right, so...
Additional DM question.
Yes.
What's the bridge made out of?
Rock.
Fuck. That's that one out of the way. All right. Me hoping for a flimsy rope bridge or something like that, just wooden. It's like we'll just go set them up. We'll just bomb the crap out of the bridge. Unless anybody has anything that means that we could blow up an actual bridge.
Yeah, give me a couple days.
We do have the whole load of magicite. Imagine pumping a fuckload of magicite into a fireball or something like that.
You hear the battles in the distance kind of growing in intensity. You need to split up and make a decision now, and then those people will have to do their.
How big is the Galahorn?
Okay.
Galahorn, it's like big. It's like 1.5 meters, maybe, but curved, right? Yeah.
I mean,
It is made from the tusk of a woolly mammoth, but a big one, right?
I feel like Bjorn is going to be expected coming for the horn if they know anything about it. But then again, can anyone else carry it?
And they'd probably expect him to go for his brother as well.
How big's the Galahorn?
Is it too big to go in a bag of holding?
No, but you'd have to kind of.
Okay, sounds good. Well,
That's
not
the least of our trouble.
Nongle's gonna go get the Galahorn, save his family, and hopefully get the levitator as well.
Okay, who's with Nongle?
I can.
This is volunteers. This is volunteers. So
I can go with Nongle.
Thank you.
okay, right. So we have Nongle and Fierce.
We have 5.
Are the other 3? Are us 3 going? Where are we going then?
Can
Yeah,
I?
Nongle and Theus can get in and out quick
something
enough. So
ulterior?
We can get in and out.
Yeah.
We're
You
fine.
want to say something?
Maybe it should be Aust and Torgen that goes for the horn and your family members, Nongle.
well, no, because we're doing a snatch and grab. So Theus and I can get over there, grab the Galahorn, grab Go Up and Snack, and get out of there. So we can be in and out. It's the best option, right? Anyone else that plants themselves there will need to battle, right? We could abandon the levitator, get the Galahorn, everything we need, plus my family members, and get in and out, right? Theus, you have Dimdor, right?
If we're talking
Yeah,
about
so we're good.
mobility, realistically, the only person who isn't mobile is Bjorn. Because like I have Dimension Door as well. I think Torgen, you have Dimension Door. Is that right?
Yeah, I have it on mobility.
And I have Fly. So we all have basically the same move kit aside from Bjorn. So really, it's a case of it's sort of Fierce and Nongle, me and Torgen, and then Bjorn is kind of the sort of the free agent here.
Just so the point doesn't disappear. Bjorn had a point in that they might expect Nongle as a spellcaster to come for them, which means that they might have prepared for that.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, they're threatening.
This is an unknown, but it is something that you should not just forget.
They are threatening Nongle's family. I kind of expect they would assume he's coming running, right?
I also think that if you're trying to deal with a hell of a lot of troops at once, Nongle's probably the guy to sort it. So I reckon Nongle, you stay at the bridge. Fierce, if you want to come, then go ahead. But I think Nongle, you're better served on that bridge right
Theus and I are the only ones who can get in and out of that ship quickly enough. Like no one else can,
How?
right? Well, because we just Dimension Door in, grab the Galahorn, grab our 2 companions, and Dimdor out. So
yeah, me and
literally
Torgen can also Dimension Door. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I will just point out that the last time we dealt with the phase, we literally escaped by teleporting, and they might be expecting something similar.
The other thing is, if we can get in there, get to the orb, we can just teleport out of everybody to wherever we need to be.
If it's charged.
If it's charged. That's a Thingy's Cross situation. If it's not, then we're going to have to be creative about it. But yeah.
You need to make some decisions, guys.
Look, I don't care where I'm going. Just come up with a plan. I'll follow.
I just want to say, like, it doesn't make any difference if Nongle goes or if you as a spellcaster goes, if they have something against spellcasters. Just want to say that.
Yeah, but I can do things other than just spells. Just say I have a big sword, for example. Bjorn, where are you going? Your choice.
I'll go for the ships. They never expected.
Okay, so
So
it's
exactly
split
what they
into 3 now.
expected. No, you go.
Oh, so
for the 3.
we're going ships and Nongle. I just
Yeah.
want this clear. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Honestly, I have a moveset which means I can do either. I want somebody's input on this rather than me because it really doesn't matter where I go.
I will
I'm
say
kind
one
of like-
thing. The horn seems to be the most important thing to you folks, so perhaps that's where we should send 3 people.
Okay. Then I'll go for the horn as well.
So who will join Bjorn in the ships?
What do you say, Bjorn? Shall I tag along?
I'd rather have Nongul.
God, I just...
Believe in your friends.
If you really, Bjorn, let Nongul go with his family and I go with you. Okay, Bjorn? We two, we know we've gone through a lot. Okay? If you need
Yeah,
spellcaster,
it's like Bjorn. Literally, I'm gonna attack twice and be out of spells. Like I'm not a fully capable wizard right now.
Okay, then Novel stays.
Right? Like I am like 90% utility right now. I don't have any spells that can change the destiny or
Bjorn.
whatever. Right?
So Bjorn and Fierce going for the boats, and then the magic sword and wizard combo are going for Nongul's
Yeah.
family.
Come on, Bjorn, the face and the brawn without the brain, our dynamic duo. We hadn't had something like that since forever.
It's forever.
Let's get the dynamic duo going.
Okay.
Right.
Also, we just want to say, because we didn't have 10 minutes, right?
No, you didn't. Like,
Okay, which means...
this RP just...
Okay,
right
good.
now.
That means Sparky Weapon is still up on Bjorn.
It is.
Because
Freedom
it's
of
1 hour.
movement is also up if it matters.
So,
Then let's fucking go, Bjorn.
Let's
Us
go.
two,
All right.
we've gone through a lot.
Let's go.
We're running for number 11. We're going to go round them, obviously. You guys, you do you. Good luck.
you look at each other.
Bjorn's still flying, because flying is also holding...
No, flight
it's-
dropped.
That's only 10 minutes.
Okay.
You look at each other for the last time before you split up. Behind you, the gunfire and the smoke of the naval battle will take Fierce and Bjorn away, and you will set out into the mists to see if you can resolve that. Meanwhile, Oust, Nongul, and Torben run around the enemy forces and intercept the ambush at Colony of Farm. In the middle of the city.
Just before we leave, I'm gonna grab a scroll, and I am going to cast on Bjorn.
Also, before we leave, I will give each one of them one inspiration. With, everyone of the three that goes, that is Ost, Noggle, and Torben gets inspiration. I would say, it's not the walk in the park to fight the bad guys, but when our attack rolls hit, can't deny, it's worth it. 'Cause after all this time, I'm still inspiring you. You should be rolling all these extra dice. I'm inspiring you. And baby, even in our worst fights, I'm inspiring you. Let them wonder how we got this far. 'Cause I don't really need to wonder at all. So, yeah, after all this time, I'm still inspiring you.
Yeah, buddy.
Beautiful.
I'm inspired.
Wipes away the tear and runs off.
Yeah, so I cast Mind Blank on Bjorn before we go.
Bjorn, you feel literally no difference.
Fuck off. So Bjorn, you're immune to any charm effects, or pretty much, yeah, charm effects, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
Anything mental, basically.
And then Dominate Monster. I'll give Theus will have a scroll of Dominate Monster. I'll give that to you.
I have a dominant monster. I don't need it.
Although Theus
Yeah, but
should probably
you could
take-
use it on something else, right? Or okay, I'll take
Yeah,
it.
good.
That's fine. That's fine. Or unless you want it, it's gonna be better off with you guys, right?
Okay, good.
although Theus, just in case.
I
you should probably
also
take-
have a scroll of Demiplane. If you guys need to get the fuck out, I don't know if can bards cast Demiplane.
you
Can they?
know, I think the only day we play.
I think it's
You have
Wizard
to know
only.
it somewhere. Yeah, but a scroll, I'll say you can if you have a spell slot. Like if you can do magic, that's fine.
So I have to roll. If I don't know the spell, I actually have to roll for the spell scroll. So give me Dominate Monster because I actually have that spell. That means I don't have to roll for a spell scroll.
Ton. You have a scroll of Dominate Monster.
Okay, good.
So you split up. Nongul and Bjorn, you move up north.
Theus and Bjorn.
Theus and Bjorn, sorry. as the other three guys here, you go down south. Aus, Torgen, and Nongle, as you pass the main road here and look up, you see the front pressing on as multiple buildings around the eastern part of Bosun's Run are set ablaze, and you hear the screams of the dying pirate forces on the top of Quarterdeck Ridge. If one of you, or more of you, want to change your minds and go up there, now is your only chance to do so.
Wait, where are the screams coming from?
The land battle up here.
Isn't that where Bjorn's brother is? Where's Bjorn's brother? Yeah.
He's there.
Okay, well, that's where you guys are going, though, right? So.
No, they're going to the ships. No one is going.
They're going to the ships.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you want me to go, I can go there.
You can't deal with him. I fought Bjorn.
I don't have to deal with him. I just have to delay him.
I've known you for a very short time, and you tend to get knocked down quite often. Are you sure about that?
I need someone to come and smash and grab with me. That's it.
I'm going to the bridge.
Okay, Torgen. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
Let's
fine.
do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Aus going to the bridge.
Can I pass?
The hero.
So I'm.
Aus, you can go ahead and take some inspiration as well.
Can I also? I don't know if this will even help you, but can I also just give you one of the lumps of magicides
Please.
if you're really desperate?
Oh, I'm gonna get weird with it if I can.
Take one then. I'll toss it after you as you run off.
I'm gonna start a guerrilla war behind enemy lines, basically, against these guys. So, yeah, I'm just gonna start running off into the streets towards the back line of these red shirts.
You're in Theus. The wind comes in from the north as you run through the very like raggedy steps and cobblestones of Bosun's Run. You cross the bridge up to Flint Fingers to get a better kind of look of the naval battle. As you look to the northwest of the island, you see again it's just a big cloud of gunfire, smoke, splinters everywhere. You can hear the screams and the fighting amongst the different boats there. As you get up to Flint's Fingers, the first thing you need to do is to figure out a way to get there. As you get closer, like you can kind of peer through the smoke, a large boarding action onto Queen Victoria's Revenge. Go ahead, both of you, give me a perception roll. Oh, and that's 20 Theus.
Oh, guys, Furrow will come with you as well.
Maybe Furrow go with Oust.
Okay, Furrow will go with
Furrow
us.
can go with us.
Me and Furrow can do the Puss in Boots from Shrek 2. So
Fucking right, let's do it.
I will remind GM that I have disadvantage.
Yes.
quick thing, I'm gonna take a potion of invisibility with me as well from the group stash.
Oh yeah, Fiora will too. Fiora will take a potion, and let's drink them.
We won't drink them yet. I want to hold them, but we'll take.
We're not at. We will return to you guys later.
Okay, yeah, but we'll take them out of inventory.
You're
Is
like
there a rowboat?
1 second, Bjorn. Your eyes kind of fill with sweat and the blood of the battle and like soot and whatever that slime from the Kraken was. So you don't see what Theus sees. What Theus sees is massive amounts of soldiers boarding onto the Queen Victoria's Revenge. You see Blimey Bay forces kind of mustering on the cannon deck to kind of to repel the invaders, but the force is too big. And in the middle of all of this, you see Saphis swinging around on the ropes, just cutting people down. But at some point, as he swings, you see a bullet sever the rope he's swinging from, and he lands in the middle of a bunch of soldiers. He's in trouble right now. Queen Victoria's Revenge is also the closest of the rented boats to you right now. All right. There's a few rowboats just left, just like around on the docks and the jetties here. So Theus and Bjorn, you find yourself. I guess you would have gone over here to the west to kind of look. So what are you guys doing as you're standing there?
Bjorn.
Jump in.
Okay.
I'll row us.
Okay, good. You know, I heard of some of these like romantic rowboat scenes. I guess we are not really in the mood for that. Like, you know, how I just need like a little parasol. I know this is not the time for this, but we're literally going into death's like den. So I need to keep the mood up, you know, like usual, Bjorn. Yep. It's the usual thing.
As you get in the boat, you find the oars. How are you perceiving? Are you quickening this up in any way, or are you just going?
I don't have anything to quicken this up. But actually, is there a rope? Is there a rope?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. I know my broom can't put Bjorn on it, but can I like go forward and use it like a horse, Bjorn is rowing and I just like use the broom's extra drawing strength to this.
It's like you have the motor on the back.
So, yeah, sure.
You have your paddle motor on the back, but it's your broom of flying.
Yeah, like Bjorn is paddling. I'm with the broom like a horse on top of in front of a cart, and it's just like drawing it forward.
I would like to use 2 instances of rage, if I can.
Just to get along, go ahead and give me are you trying to get an advantage on your athletics check to get there quicker? Is that like you're already getting help from the broom?
It's not fast enough.
All right, go ahead.
You can probably use 1 rage. I don't.
All right, if you use 1 rage that you can't use in battle, I'll allow you to roll this with advantage.
I thought you already got advantage from the broom.
No, he's exhausted, so that's a straight roll.
Okay.
The barbarian
So
can't. The barbarian can't roll. Yeah.
Rowboating is this rowboating athletics?
Nice.
30. As you just kind of as Bjorn's mighty kind of draws with his arms, just kind of makes the boat kind of flip through the air as the broom helps. You get there quickly. You jump up, like you find some rigging on the side of the Queen Victoria's Revenge, and you kind of climb up. As you do, I guess you're just flying up there.
Yeah.
Just before I start climbing on board, I would like to drink 2 potions.
Yes.
First, I would like to drink one of my potions of heroism. And then I would like to drink my potion of growth, so I grow while I'll scale the boat. Just to have that cinematic picture in your head.
Beautiful. Are you doing anything to, like, do you have any clever solutions to this, or are you just going straight into the fray?
Yeah, clever solution? What are you talking about?
I mean, we are dumb and dumber. Our parent is dumb and dumber. We don't have any brain, so let's fucking go.
Right.
It's the face and the muscles.
Okay. As soon as we land on the boat, I would say, "Surprise, bitches!"
As you jump across the side of the ship, you get up. It's just pandemonium up here: smoke, gunfire, blood, people screaming everywhere. As a disciplined trade company Marines are kind of slowly but surely massacring the pirates, trying to get them below deck where they are easier to control and kind of fight from there. You see. This battle, because it's not fun just fighting a bunch of goons, we're going to do it kind of as a cinematic scene. Is that fine with you guys? Sure. So, as you get up, the first thing you see is like in the middle of the main deck. You see Cephis kind of furiously trying to fend off a dozen assailants. He is flailing wildly with his scimitar, trying to get away. But you see already dozens of cuts and a bullet wound in his leg. He's not looking too well. How do you guys engage with this?
Just a question. Like,
Yes.
there's an enemy boat next to us. Like, how many enemy boats are like close to us?
You see, there's not. Are you talking about boats or ships right now? Because
Like
the boats,
enemy ships. Like enemy ships.
There
Ships
is
and boats.
a-
Like
There are three. The three
Are they
smaller
close to each?
crafts.
Like, are they close to each other?
Normally they would be, but because Queen Victoria's Revenge is so massive, they're at least 150 feet apart, all of them. So like there's one on the front, one on the back, and like one on the side of the ship.
So we'll suggest cinematic things, and we'll figure out if there's a role for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. In Bjørn's giant form, I would like to pick up one of the cannons and turn it around so it's towards Cephis and his assailants. Yes!
Yep.
Turn it on!
I look for any flints because I don't have any fire spells.
You see a lit torch that they use to light the fires on the cannons lying around.
Fire! Whoosh! I throw it.
Cephis!
You want to go ahead and give me a strength saving throw, a straight up one. Cephis has a high perception and a high dex score. So I'm going to so while you're rolling the strength saving throw, go ahead and roll me a luck roll, Theus, and just don't roll 5 or below. And since you have that was close to 5, but not a 5. All right, an 8 on the luck check and a strength save 27. Bjorn, you managed to hold yourself on your feet as the cannon, like the recoil, just kind of blows all the wind out of your stomach. You take 15 half to 7 damage as this cannon kind of just knocks the wind out of your gut. Light and smoke everywhere. You can just hear like the sound ringing in your ears as you're holding this gun up. You see Cephis kind of throw himself prone in this second and just like clearing away a bunch of the trade company goons, but also a few of the pirates that were fighting on the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to look for any kind of like who's from these like attackers looks like a leader figure, or did I see some leader figures? Like, do I know how they look like?
Go ahead and give me an insight roll.
What did I just see them? Like,
yeah, like you could definitely see some sergeants and some commanders. Like you've seen them before, yeah.
Like just generally, like I'm just looking. Like I'm not looking to.
Yeah, but generally you have, yeah.
Okay, good. Because like I'm using the armor of the many faces to turn myself like just as one of these sergeants or these onlookers there, and say, "Alright, man, redirect all efforts towards the front. Send the ships all to the front. Let's take the Creameria down there." I just want like every ship like to concentrate, just like because they're currently apart. I just want to like possibly like get them more towards the front.
Oh, you mean the enemy ships? The enemy ships are they're not moving. All their men are climbing aboard this ship. So go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
Deception? Well, it doesn't really matter because I'm good in line.
Yeah, it's a 35. Of course it is. Like
even 19. Just so you know, even I rolled well with a 19.
I'll say because this is like there are a few factors I'm considering. One, it's a limited amount of people who can hear you right now over the gunfire. It is and it is a confusing order. So what happens is like the main battle area where you are now, people get confused and begin to the coordination kind of dips as some people try to get back onto the ships to.
No, I just want to get like as many people as possible concentrated in one area.
Oh, you want to well, you want
to enemies, or like as many enemies as possible to concentrate on one area.
So you want them all to go to the front of the ship? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
It doesn't really matter the front or back. I just want like all of them like somehow like hurt them together as much as possible because they're currently like too spread apart.
I'll say the soldiers on the midship section does that because that's where you are right now.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be able to kind of just overwhelm everything else with the whole sound right now. Bjorn, what are you doing as these people who are like some of them are listening to Theus, a lot of confusion is going on, but a bunch of them also just fighting for their lives right now, turn their attention towards the giant man who just climbed the top of the ship as they kind of all get ready to shoot at you.
I'll call out to Safis. Where are the enemy, Captain?
I don't know. Maybe I'm busy right now.
And I'll try to also have all of the enemies move to one spot, just frightening them to make a tight formation.
All right, as you're kind of telling them like they are firing on you because they would, right? So a bunch of gunshots kind of hit you, grazes you as you this is not going to be a fun ride for you, as you'll definitely take some damage for this. You take a 30 half to 20 piercing damage from just a bunch of gunshots hitting you as you kind of help goad them. Go ahead and give me an intimidation roll to help Theus here.
And that's a net 1.
That's a net 1. What happens here is that you trying to goad them combined with Theus' order just completely breaks down the confusion here, as they are now just focusing on getting away from you and trying to shoot you down. This also means though that Theus, you transformed in the middle of the ship, so some of them will have seen you change. You will be attacked and take some damage here from the battle, but it will be much less than Bjorn did. As you're also getting attacked, you take, I rolled really well there, you take 16 damage from fighting. Right. So right now, the confusion is total here as people are beginning to kind of herd together in defense against Bjorn, and trying to kind of get away from this giant man who wields cannons, right? Theus, a bunch of goons are attacking you as well. What do you guys do here? As more and more men kind of clamber over the boarding net.
Okay, I want to look towards the ship that has probably the most men coming out. Where I was looking for enemy ship where the most men are.
You would probably think that that it's the one straight ahead of you, like the one lying next to the ship.
Okay. Like this is a large enough force, like that's the majority of the enemy force there?
No, the majority of the enemy force is already on this ship. But I'll say this one probably has 20 more men still waiting to get up.
Okay, I just want to eliminate as many as possible because I'm going to use reverse gravity to lift the enemy ship up and as many of the enemy men as possible in the sky. This is why I want to have them all together and looking for like any large stack of because the ship is an object as far as I know. That means it will float up, and then I will let it crash down. Like I will let them crash down as.
I will say a ship is not an object. That's a vehicle. But because it's cool, I'll let you reverse gravity a fucking ship. That's fun. So, but for future reference, I will not let you do this as something that is not an object. As you use reverse gravity, you see the kind of this caravel next to the massive Queen Victoria's Revenge kind of gets just ripped off. You see all these grappling hooks and ropes kind of tied to Queen Victoria's Revenge kind of get ripped out of the woodwork as people are kind of throwing themselves off the ships and are just oscillating in air as people are getting just getting joined up into nothingness. Bjorn, as this happens, what do you do?
I hold on to the mast.
Bjorn,
it's not just your
Bjorn, kick them in. Like the gravity, like the reverse gravity is everything that's also like it's currently a field, which means everything that enters that field will also be pushed up. Bjorn, throw them in.
I'll start throwing in goons.
Go ahead and
give me the gravity field.
I'll say go ahead and give me 2 athletics rolls. All right, so 22 and 14. You manage to like kind of push a bunch of people in. You take up a piece of burning timber and you just like throw them across the side of the ship. Everybody kind of falls over, and as people fall out, they just get swooped up into the reverse gravity. People are screaming around as one of the comes in. Down here, there's some kind of giant here.
Bolt!
As you just as more gunfire gets concentrated on you, as you cast the spell, you get a bit more attention this turn as well, Fierce. Bjorn, you take 21. That is 42 half to 21 damage. Fierce, you take. Oh, that's a shitty roll. You take 11 damage from these attacks. You do your con save though. All right. At this point, as you're doing this, go ahead, both of you, and give me a perception roll.
13.
13. 22 makes it fierce out of the side of your eye in the smoke and kind of damp of the fight. You see a glint of metal with like a greenish sheen, and you manage to just like turn around and not be surprised as a face assassin lunges out of nowhere and attacks you. What will happen here is that he will get an attack off on you, and then you will deal with him in this turn. So I'm going to just roll an attack for him. He might miss, he might not. A 19 to hit.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So that means you take. Go ahead and give me a con save as I roll his sneak attack. You do manage the. You do manage the.
He does get a sneak attack because I was not surprised. I thought.
Oh yeah, no, you're not surprised, so he doesn't get an auto crit on you.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't be surprised anyways because surprise only outside of battle.
Oh, in that case, all right. In that case,
you cannot be surprised while you're in battle.
In that case, you don't take a sneak attack damage. You take 7 piercing damage from the short sword, and you take 11 poison damage.
Yeah.
As he lunges at you, cutting you across the chest, but he managed to kind of pin away so like he doesn't hit anything vital. You are now in hand-to-hand combat with a face assassin in the din of battle. How do you guys react to that?
You're on Dolph! He gets kind of flaming plank. I point at the face assassin. Golf! I want him to smack him into the gravity field, which is still up.
I'll do just that.
Go to give me an attack roll. Do you use the lumber, or do you take out Suder Onrak to do this?
Suder Onrak.
You take out the massive flamethrower. Yes, master, this is where we are meant to be. In the heat of battle, fire, smoke, fury. Where are we? You kind of hit this guy. Let's see.
Yeet him!
19 will be a hit, as I'm going to give him a strength save here, which he definitely doesn't make. So you kind of yeet him out. He flounders to the side. He kind of hits the side wall of the ship here as he counterattacks you. You fight for a few times.
Wait, to yeet into the gravity field.
Yes, I know. Like you're fighting a big back and forth before you get the perfect opportunity, and you kind of lump him over the side. The battle is definitely looking winnable at this point, guys. You are, but something stupid might happen as well here. What are you doing? Are you pressing on and maybe exposing yourself, or are you or are you keeping it defensively? Bjorn, from this guy here, fighting with him and people hitting you with bullets, you take 32 half to 16 damage. These you take. Oh, that was. Did not mean to roll those dice. You take 20 damage from the fighting.
We have to press on. So still looking for an admiral's attire or captain. Anyone who is enough in charge.
You see, on the other side of the battlefield, trying to get control of the wheel, you see a trade company captain. Probably the commander of this assault.
I'll fight my way to this steering wheel, rudder.
Yeah, as Bjorn begins to make his way through Theus, what are you doing?
I want to just give like a big speech like to the allies here. Alright, we're winning this! I have belief in you. Also, our current strategy, push them towards that space. I point towards... currently the ship is still suspended in air. I want him to push as many enemies as possible into the water, just below the ship, so I can drop the ship onto the people in the water.
You're trying to make a counterattack here. All right, go ahead and give me another persuasion roll. Let's just see how high of a number you can get here.
36, because I cannot roll lower than 10.
So 26. All right. Bjorn is kind of supported by these people who kind of gang up. They push on. A few of the enemy combatants are kind of getting thrown to the side, but the exhausted remains of this kind of pirate defense force here is just barely holding on at this point. Bjorn, you make it where you have to kind of throw down people. You take some people out and just throw with one hand over the railing. Yeah.
Before Bjorn goes, I will also like look towards Bjorn. Bjorn, I know you got this because I don't know what you're thinking, Bjorn. I don't know where DM's taking us, but something in this on ship is dangerous. Nothing holding back the two of us. Yeah, Bjorn, this is getting serious. Oh. Bjorn's dangerous. Bjorn's dangerous.
Bjorn, you take 28 half to 14 damage. Theus, also, are you assisting yourself, or are you still keeping on the outskirts of the fighting?
No, I would like go with after I like motivate everyone up. I would go hide somewhere.
All right. Before you hide, you take 23 damage from attrition as you hide. You hide between some barrels and kind of ropes. All right, Bjorn, you've fought your way. 1,000 cuts, bullet wounds, bleeding. You are up there. You see the captain. What are you doing?
I like to unleash what's it called? Final.
Sort of unrack. Do you want to do a fireball that also hits you, or do you want to just torch him? Like
last stand.
I will just tell you, the sea battle is not over yet. It is not just getting this ship. Are you sure you want to do that? Because you will take a buttload of damage from that.
Yes.
Hey, go ahead and roll it.
The gun demands it.
Yes, master! Explode us! Do it! You just see... You take 35 fire damage as everybody just... You see, like, the fire catches like a powder cake that explodes, the gun spins everywhere, kills few pirates, but mostly LTC men as the last people kind of push on to get the last people off as trade company people kind of give up and you manage to secure the Queen Victoria's revenge for the next phase of the naval battle. Meanwhile, as this sporting action concludes, we have Torgen and Nongol. You're running you've been running through the streets of Newell and Foxhole Row, all the way up to the Kangundi Gate, where you last, or the Wetlands Gate, where you last saw Connervale Farm and his glorious hogs. Behind you, you still hear the din of battle behind you. What are you guys doing? Are you preparing anything? Are you talking about anything as you're running through these streets?
So there is still a battle going on ahead of us as well. Is that right?
No. You can just hear.
Oh, behind us.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know what exactly is going on with your family and friends, but we should probably... Do you have any way to speed this up, or we're just gonna hope we make it in time?
Just move, run! I need all the magic we can muster to get them freed and get the Gjallarhorn as well.
Well, Well, I can help a little bit at the very least, and I'm gonna slap a long strider on Dongle. Just every bit counts, so 10 extra movement.
Nice.
As you run all you've learned, you manage to get out of the city. The gate is closed in front of you because of course it would be like if anyone attacked from this direction. What are you guys going to do?
Where's
Are you
our?
just going to climb over it?
Where are we? Where are we heading?
Yeah,
Where-
I will
where's our
tell you where you
destination?
are at this point. You are here. You're going there.
Okay, so we just gotta pass this gatehouse.
I just need to know how.
How tall is the gate?
It's like a palisade wall, or not a palisade wall. It's more like a wooden wall that you can walk on, and then it's a gatehouse. It's probably like 2 stories. The gate itself is 1 story tall.
Could I possibly try to kind of, if there's anything at all to hold on to, kind of just lasso my way up with the whip, try to get a hold of anything and climb up?
Sure, definitely.
How tall is the
Well-
gate?
Like 1 story tall. So what would that be? 10 feet?
Yeah, okay, I'll just Misty step up there.
As you get up on top of the gate, you kind of clamber your way over, and do you just drop to on the other side? I guess.
Yep.
I'll
Go ahead.
look over. You know, I assume we have like a slight vantage point. Where
Yeah. Do we
on
see
top
the
of gate.
levitator? Do we see anything?
As you look out from there, you see the like the entrance to the farm. You see definitely kind of signs of battle. As you see a few people like or bodies lying on the ground. The levitator has you see tracks from up here around the farm itself.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't see it from where you are. So it might be on the other side of the building.
All right, let's climb down and get over there then.
But will you give me an acrobatics check to see how you land for this? Oh, no, it's a 10 feet height? Fuck that. You you get down.
I hang and drop.
Just lasso my way down.
As you go there, as you make your way up here, it is eerily silent. You see a few foot soldiers lying in the mud. Clearly been gone down by something. I'm going to activate my map here for a second, but lying on the ground. And you see tracks going from here. Can you see where I'm pointing here?
Yes.
Going from here around the building here.
Okay.
And there is no sound of combat at all.
Go ahead and both of you give me a perception roll.
Alright. 21.
22. Just had to
You make your
I'd up you just a little
you
bit.
as you kind of get up here. Not what you would expect, at least. You definitely hear some rummage, maybe inside the farmhouse.
I'm listening for a go up's voice, like dog.
You don't hear that.
All right, don't hear it. Okay.
And where was the levitator exactly? For
It has been dragged around here. It used to be here, but it has been. You see the tracks. It has been driven up around the side of the building.
I'll kind of turn to Nongo and talking a little bit more quietly now. Do you have any ways to pinpoint your family, your friends? So are we just gonna have to turn this place upside down?
Well, just turn it upside down. I have ways, but we need to be resourceful. Save our resources.
Fine, let's follow the tracks then. Follow the tracks. Just follow my lead then.
Good. You first. You're stealthy. You're stealthy, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And I'll kind of just trail along the tracks.
As you trail up along the
Yeah,
tracks.
game's paused, by the way, Roar, so we can't move.
Oh, there you go.
There we
There
go.
you go. You trail up the side here of the building. You definitely see the tracks going up this way. You see up here, you see what looks like the levitator. Just maybe the back wheel of it has been tipped over on the side.
Is there windows or anything looking into this house?
Yeah, there are windows here and here.
Can I take a look?
Like on the side of it, yeah. Pardon?
I can't see through.
Did you? Some of them have been smashed.
Yeah, I want to look inside. What's inside?
As you look inside, what you see on this side here is as you just go up to one of the windows, you see what looks like some kind of a guest bedroom maybe. The window has been smashed and there's glass shards everywhere, and it looks like someone has been turning it upside down looking for something.
I will send a message spell in that direction to Snakestack. Snakestack, are you there? I'll just send it to the north. I'll even cast it a few times if I have to.
You think maybe if you start immediately on the other side of one of these walls, that spell won't penetrate. It doesn't seem like he is.
So as we're getting closer to the house, I think just to be safe, I will also do a pass without trace as we are creeping up.
So nothing. I don't get anything through.
You don't hear from him there now.
Okay. Well, he must be. They're probably not in this building then, unless they're being blocked somehow. I'll try to go up.
There's obviously someone here, and I don't know if they have any reason to keep them alive or if they just wanted them dead, so we should hurry up.
Okay, you know what? I need to know where the hell they are, so I will use Visions of the Past, and I will see what the hell just happened here in the last hour.
You see, as you kind of force the the past back to this moment, you see Garwab and Snakestack kind of doing some stuff outside. They're sitting like on the porch of the levitator. Then you see all of a sudden you see a bunch of base Futurists kind of dropping in, like with their shadow stepping ability. You see how Snakestack kind of goes Garwab in and shouts "Drive, drive!" pointing up to the north or the eastern side of the building. As he goes in, you see him taking out a copper wire and casting a spell to you as he is taking out what looks like a big Gatling gun basically, and just begins to fire it out from the door. As the levitator begins to move, as it goes around the side of the building, you see a big explosion, turning the levitator on its side. Then more of these phase agents approach. Some of them smashes the window and go into the farm.
Where's Go Up and Snakestack? What happened?
The last way you saw them was up on this side of the house.
Okay. And
so not in this area. They didn't go back to this area within that hour.
Okay. The man of the house. We need to go look at the levitator. It should be up here. And I guess we're stealthing.
Just stay quiet then, and let's keep moving.
All right. So,
So, just so we're sure, up here I made kind of a.
I'll give myself
the levitator up
proficiency.
there. This up here is the levitator because I couldn't find any art last minute, so you'll have to do with the area of effect kind of modeling.
Okay, no problem. So.
Oh, were we rolling stuff?
Yeah, I rolled a 24 with the pass without trace.
Okay.
As I use Knowledge of the Ages to gain proficiency in stealth.
And I guess 39 with pass without a trace.
All right, I should go up. You can just move up there. I will tell you to stop if you need to. As you go up here, you see all of these. You see these skin marks up here. You see a big hole in the ground. where some explosion had been, and you see the levitator has been knocked on its side. Some of its wheels have been falling off, and it has landed not on the door side, but on the other side. The door is open. And as you get up here, you see the door to the left is open here. You see a bunch of blood and more corpses in here. Go ahead, both of you, make me a perception roll.
15. I have a 22 passive, if that makes any difference.
Yeah. As you go up here, Nongo, you with your passive, you manage to see someone kind of peeking out of a curtain up on this end of the farm. You don't see who, but this could probably be an ambush as well.
I'll use the visions of the past again and see what happened here.
Keep in mind, it does take a minute to do.
Yeah. So if they're waiting to ambush, I'll take a minute.
If you're doing visions of the past here, I need to know how do you think that would do with your spell or your stealth? I mean,
you spend 1 minute in meditation and prayer. I don't think I do anything. So I'd plant myself.
The thing is,
I plant myself in the bush and just look and see what happened in this area.
Because what I'm going to say is it's clear day, and you're going up here. So I'm also figuring out how much can you actually hide. Like you have pass without trace.
Yeah, we're under pass without trace, right? So that would. Yeah. And I gave myself proficiency in stealth. I rolled a 24 in stealth, so I'm pretty confident.
Could I? Did you point out that there were people in the window?
Yeah, Noggle saw that.
Okay,
yeah,
because
I'd whisper it to you and kind of pull you back into the bush so we're not seen.
Maybe we should crawl into the building. Do you think you can? Are you going to do your trick again, or should we just crawl into the building and see if we can get the jump on them?
Well, we could just go directly into the building. We know exactly where that room is. We could just teleport ourselves right into it. That would avert their surprise, wouldn't it?
Element of surprise, I guess, but I mean, they're expecting us, but...
Well, they're expecting us to come in. They're not expecting us to teleport right next to whoever's looking through the window. You teleport us in, and we'll destroy them from the inside. Who has the surprise now?
I don't know how many we're dealing with, but we could do that. I'll follow your leads.
Well,
you do the visions of the past.
No, if we're going to ambush, then there's no point doing visions of the past. We're just going to see what the hell's going on. We could do that after we kind of calm everything down. So, I can't teleport you. You're too big. You teleport us. Right up to that window there.
Alright, if we're doing this, then we better get ready. And I guess I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
Right. Oh, did Leon just disconnect?
Who's got the surprise now? Oh, yeah. Looks like it.
He did. Oh, that's also a wild magic search. Does that happen before or after the spell?
Jesus. Awesome.
This is not correct.
It's okay, we can't see it anyways.
This is the part where I banish myself again for a minute and you're just left alone with the assassins.
As you should all be able to see this here, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Stream all right, Tanner?
Yeah, it's all fine.
All right, perfect.
I just switched over to our profile pictures while Leon's disconnected. So.
As you get in here, you kind of bamf in, and you see immediately a bunch of people standing in here. I would like you guys to roll initiative as I spawn in the tokens.
But yeah, I don't know if you heard all I did activate wild magic. If you want.
Oh yeah,
to.
go ahead and roll that. We'll see if something
If it
dumb
affects
happens
anything.
before. Yeah.
So it's a D20 and then a D100. Is that it? 2.
Yes, I'm doing a bunch of stuff here at once. So you're rolling me, yeah, so 2, and then go ahead and give me a 1d100, please.
22. I forget if low is bad or not, so this should be interesting.
All right, go ahead and roll me a 1d6. The next the next 5 rolls you make, you have advantage.
Oh,
Okay, perfect for an ambush.
perfect for an ambush.
That's these people as well. Go ahead and roll your initiative, Torgen.
Alright.
All right. As long as you come in there, you see three faces that are to surprise. They would definitely be laying an ambush here.
Surprised, but I'm close. Too close for fireball. Let's see here. I have no melee options.
I mean, I saw where they were, right? So could I have teleported slightly behind them, or is that too late now?
We just teleported into the window that we saw
yeah.
them coming
Right,
through.
that's
so,
fair. That's
yeah.
fair.
Is this a save or an attack roll? This is an attack roll. I guess I'll just do it at disadvantage. Who are these guys?
Face assassins. These are the lowly foot soldiers. This guy is one of the bigger guys.
Okay, so I will... To the bigger guy, I will use my... what is it? Is it Divine Arcana? Nope. I want to do... No, that's fine. I'm just going to attack him. I'm just going to firebolt him. So 17 hit.
17 is a hit as you quickly take out the fire. You hit him as he kind of stumbles back into his friend, draws his sword, ready to attack. Torben, you're up.
Do I have any way of knowing if when we fought the face the last time, was it all of them that seemed to have like supernatural senses, or was it only the lieutenants?
Only the lieutenants.
Okay.
The high level assassins might, like a very well trained rogue, be able to do things in close quarters, but
Right. I think this might not. We're probably going to be here for a while, so let's hold off on that. I'll Hunter's Mark, the one that seems in charge, the one in the middle, and I'm gonna whip him 3 times.
right. Go ahead and do that. Remember, you have an advantage for the next 3 attacks. You would have advantage regardless. But yeah, that's how it is. Yep. Nope. And yep. He's getting quickly overwhelmed as you attack, and he is definitely badly injured by you already.
And that'll be me.
All right. This guy here looks
Did we
at
get
you.
surprise or?
Also 3 extra damage
yeah.
because it's Gloomstalker stuff.
Yeah.
Did
Did we get surprise?
No, you rolled an initiative because you didn't know they were there either. So you were both equally surprised.
No, we teleported because we knew they were there. That's why we teleported here. We did this to start an ambush. Or else we would have just walked in. Right?
That's, well, you know what? That's fair. And since they didn't see because you're out of stealth, yeah, sure. I'll give you a surprise round. What are you doing?
Firebolt again.
The same guy?
Same guy, yeah.
Still up.
All right.
Torgen.
Yeah, I'll crack the whip twice again on the same guy.
Your advantages are up, but you managed to drop this guy before he does anything.
That's good.
And I guess bonus action, I will move the Hunter's Mark to the one next to Nongo, so the one to the south of me.
Thank you.
Right, sure.
And that'll be me.
Alright. This guy here will call for help. Then here! As he kind of object interactions open the door. And you see a bunch of people out here who will roll initiative next turn.
Oh boy.
Or at the beginning of next turn here. The foot soldier here will then look to you, Torgen, because you look like right now you look like the biggest threat, and he will try to stab you twice. It's going to be 25 and a 26 to hit.
Both hits.
All right, so that's going to be a total of 21 plus 10, so that's 31 plus 5. No, go ahead and give me a con save.
This is poison, I assume?
Yeah.
So with advantage.
Do you have resistance to poison damage as well?
He's a dwarf.
Yeah, I'm off.
All right, sure. So that is
Just one save or for both attacks?
it's 28 and then 4. So you get 32 total damage from this guy.
32.
Yeah.
And that was with resistance in mind?
Yes.
Okay, super.
The top one will attack you as well. And since you... Oh, that was shitty non-poison damage here. So you get 8 plus 9, that is 17. Plus 5, that is 23. Plus 5, that is 28 damage from the other guy.
Sorry,
Oh,
what was the attack roll on the other guy?
Oh, no, the first one is actually a miss. Sorry, it's only the last one. 26 to hit.
Alright, yeah.
That is going to be 17 plus 3, so 20.
Alright.
It's definitely the biggest hit of the two. As they begin to stab at you. Alright. And I will just roll initiative for these people here.
Sorry, one detail, because
Yeah.
if they were laying an ambush, is it fair to say that they were probably hiding in darkness? Would I be invisible to them?
I will not say... Well, yeah, you're asking if they get disadvantage on their attacks.
Yeah, basically, because I'm invisible to creatures.
In that case, you can... In that case, you can disregard the last attack and take 20 hit points back. You're definitely right.
Thank you.
All right. The next here, Noggle, you're up.
Noggle is going to cast spells. No, I gotta save that one. I am going to. Can I see into this area here?
Can your token see that? Or
My token can see everything. I don't have any
you can see
restrictions.
everything?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Let me just fix that.
Oh, there we go.
Is that better?
All right. That's much better. Well, no, it's horrible, but yes, it's better for the game. I am going to step up.
Yeah. Yeah, you step up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna step up the corpse, and then I will do another firebolt on the guy that's already wounded to the south. 13 is probably gonna miss.
13 is a miss, yes. Hogan, you're up. And if you just stay here and get swamped, this is probably good night for the both of you.
Nongo didn't have any idea where the ones we're looking for might possibly be, did he?
No, all I saw with my visions of the past is the levitator coming up here. There is apparently a chain gun on the on the levitator, but it's tipped over. It's all
one of
fucked up,
those.
so, yeah.
Well, apparently what, did you say?
Apparently there's a chain gun on the levitator.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I think for the time being, I will peek out the door, and I see 3 assassins. Let me just see the range on this. 1 second.
As you walk down there, he will take a.
I'm invisible, right? Or could I
You're
stay?
invisible in the way where they know where you are, right? Because you have attacked them.
Yeah, but if you can't see it, you can't make an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you need to see the creature that you are attacking.
But wouldn't you say that you could attack their space? Because in that case, I will just need to make the same ruling for you next time.
Well, no, you just can't make the attack of opportunity. You could still attack the
That's fair
square,
enough.
it's just not attack of opportunity, right? That's rule.
It is
fair
only opportunity attack. That's the exception. But yeah, I would like to peek out the door, and I'm gonna hold out a hand, and I'm gonna twin cast Enemies Abound on the 2 assassins furthest away.
All right.
So I'm gonna need some intelligence saves.
Go ahead and post it. That's nat 20 for the first.
Got that.
And you're not going to fucking believe this.
Holy shit! Just a few good rolls and we're TPK target. Sorry, buddy.
So I kind of just nod. Oh, that's how it's gonna be. An update action. I'll close the door.
All right, good move. Definitely good move. All right.
And I'll walk back to where I was.
Perfect. Do you bar the door or anything?
I mean, I used my action, right? I assume.
Yeah.
I assume I can't bar the door as a bonus action.
Well, does the door
No,
open
probably
inwards
not.
or outwards?
This guy.
Yeah,
Well, it's important. If the
yeah,
door
that's-
opens towards us, then you just stay there and they can't open the door, right?
Does it open inwards?
It should.
It
I mean,
opens-
you're
it
going
opens
from outside
outwards.
to inside.
Outwards.
It should open
Yeah,
inside.
yeah. It
right?
opened.
So
It opened.
just
it
stay there.
opens-
Just
yeah, let's
keep
say it opens inward.
Okay,
Stay
in that
there.
case, I'll just brace myself then and try and block the door.
All right. This guy will try to stab you. 11, 18.
Misses.
Not the good rolls from my last time here. This guy does the. He knows there's a window over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and make that window because it is not in the map I copied, but it should be there regardless. Don't you think? Why can't I
For
do that?
sure.
There's a module for quick windows. I know. How many
Yeah, I know.
modules do you have? Right now, Roar is running
many.
163 modules right now. Most of those are map
It
packs
is.
and stuff, I assume.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just going to do this real quick here. Yeah, that's fair enough. That works. Does that work for you visually? Yeah.
Yeah, we can see.
Yes.
So this guy will go out here, take cover behind the levitator. And then he will take a shot at you, Nongo. You have 3/4 cover, though.
All right.
So that's going to be a 17 will not help him. And then another 17 won't help him either, I guess. The 17, what's your AC when you have +5?
18.
That's 2 very lucky roll for you then. All right, that guy is dead. This guy will go up here. Go ahead and give me an athletics roll, or
Oh boy.
versus 7. His friend will go and he will try to push as well, and give me another one.
23.
He rolled a 2. Okay.
I kind of just hold the door. I think they left. I don't feel anything.
This guy here will stab you, Mongo. So it's going to be a 23 to hit. Go ahead and give me a con save for the poison. And a 14.
Oh, not 1.
Ooh, this is going to be bad for you, man.
Can I wait? Can I use a play inspiration on other people?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Wait,
I'll
I have
reroll
my own
that then.
inspiration from Theus. I'll use that.
But is it an auto fail? If
25.
It's just bardic? Oh right.
All right.
No, it's only
So you
attack
take half from that. So that's 15 plus 8, that's 23, plus 7. That is a half poison damage. So
30 points?
That is 30 points of damage. These guys are easy to kill, but man, they pack a punch. right as you're getting swarmed. People are out there. They were definitely waiting for you guys to show up as you're getting cornered inside the kind of barn end of this thing. We will leave the Conneville farm for a second as we go back to Blimey Bay. Oust and Furo, you are making your way up Bothos Run. You see a bunch of buildings on fire. The corpses of your ally soldiers are just littering the streets. Everything is looking dire here. The battle is ongoing. They are at this point. The forces are pressing over here towards the stairs. They're just a range of soldiers around, kind of pressing on, waiting for their turn to get let loose out on quarterdeck range.
Cool. So,
Mr. Ost, what do we do?
Oh well, this is even better than I expected. Quick question: how wide is the bridge?
I'll say like 15 feet, maybe.
Excellent. And the composition of the enemy forces, is it mostly red shirts? Is it company men?
Red shirts are there, but they're most company men.
Okay. Can I see Bjorn's brother? I forget his name.
Yeah, he's at the very front, just
he's at the very front.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, should we get started, Mr. Furo?
I do not understand, Monsieur Ost, but sure.
Well, to put it
What
simply,
purpose?
that is a very thin bridge. We can probably hold that bridge from one side if we, really tried, but we're not going to need to. We're going to push up the bridge. We're going to hit them from behind. And I've got a feeling that there's something that, and I'll kind of point to his chalice, that you can do that might help us as well. So, sorry, did somebody make a noise? Okay,
No,
never
Furo
mind.
climbs the side of the building, and he has a climb speed. He's fine.
Oh, we're not staying in the we're not staying in the buildings. We're going up the bridge towards the enemy. I
Yes.
want to wait until I'm about 120
Whoa,
feet away.
why'd Furo just take a whole shit ton of damage?
But didn't he have that, or did he heal up? Because
No,
he was not at full.
Yeah, he took all the healing from Noggle. He was full.
Oh, all right, but he also had 10 hit points, so I thought that was a problem.
The 10 hit points probably gone. Yeah, but
Yeah, all right. I'll just check the shipyard code thing.
Yeah.
All right.
and how long is the bridge as well?
The map I have prepared for it is. Yeah, it looks like that on that one, but the map I have here, like if you want to go and fight on it, it is less long. It's only like just because I couldn't find a map with a 400-foot long bridge, so it's.
Also, that's a long map. Yeah, so it's one thing.
It's 75 feet on the battle map I have here as well.
Even better. Okay, we're gonna stand at one end of the bridge. The opposite end of the bridge.
There's still a bunch of soldiers here. in this
Oh, so
area.
there are enemy soldiers here as well.
Yeah.
They're crowding the entire bridge.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In which case, right slap bang in front of the bridge, we're gonna hide somewhere, preferably like in the wreckage of a burnt out house already, so we're not immediately seen. And I'm gonna drop a sickening radiance right on the top, right on the end of the bridge.
Right here, you mean?
Yeah, pretty much where the bulk of the people going onto the bridge are going through.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth roll from Thuro and you.
Sure.
And you can both give me that with advantage because they are preoccupied otherwise.
Okay, that is a 15 from me and a 21 from Furry.
Now I need to find one of these people to figure out what their passive perception is, which is apparently 10. So yeah, you managed to get in there and you just drop down a second radiance. Can you please narrate what happens to these people here?
And actually, for funsies, I'm going to pull out because I believe I've still got some red magicite myself from when I bought it. I'm just going to slap a load on my hand and just draw the sword for it beforehand. Just fun. If I cut myself a little bit, even better. Let's go edgy. And then I'm just going to kind of point down on this point, and rather than anything coming out of the sword, kind of just all of the kind of dust and rubble on the floor around them just begins kind of swirling a little bit, and this kind of green kind of haze begins to sort of rise from the floor, and just in this constantly sort of really slowly spiraling, kind of almost whirlpool of dust, I guess. And it's just going to begin to get into people's joints, up people's noses, in their ears, up their arse, any orifice. It's just going to start getting in slowly. Just these
Beautiful.
tendrils of kind of green dust.
So, how much magicite are you using?
Let's check how much I've got. I have, I believe I've got 1.6 ounces of magicite left. I'll use a handful of that. If that's all of it, then that's fine.
Let's call that 50 gold worth. Because 50 gold worth is like
yeah, I think that was 50.
Yeah.
We said 500 silver or 50 gold at the time. So yeah, cool. Yeah, I will use as much as I need to.
All right. So this is going to be weird. Go ahead and first of all give me a luck roll. Just straight up luck roll.
Sure, these go well. 15.
Okay.
We'll take it.
Right. So I will say that in fairness, this kind of spell is definitely empowered. Go ahead and give me roll me a 1d100 as well.
Sure.
So much wild magic.
That's a 93.
Okay. So you, as you kind of you cut the blood, you see how the magicite kind of gets into your hand. It mixes with like this red crystal mixes with the green of the shard. You can feel how it draws out some of your potential life energy as you just blast this thing. I will say that you can choose a few things, but I'm first going to tell you what the consequence of the wild magic is. Next time you fall to 0 hit points,
Yep.
you automatically fail your first death save.
That was a given anyway. That's fine. Okay.
The next thing is you can choose to go big,
yeah.
like burn fast and bright, or have a slow burn.
Slow burn.
Yeah, we need a distraction, I agree.
Right. So you do this. All of the soldiers they kind of look confused as this magic comes out of nowhere. You a bunch of people kind of get hurt, and some of them fall over, dying as they kind of within a few rounds they clear the area. Right.
I'll drop that spell in as well. Just so we got it.
You see from the other side of the bridge. Shortly you see the Ulf Wilderson kind of looks back, then looks in front of him, and then he looks back and he says, "Why do I just do that? We'll press on here." And then he just continues the onslaught as the soldiers begin to fan out to search for you guys.
Sure.
I'm going to roll I don't know what the music went, but I'm going to roll a search roll here. Then they begin to fan out. The people kind of quickly compose themselves, and they begin to go out to look for you. Do you do anything?
So if they're fanning out, anybody that wasn't originally in that circle that moves through it, they would on their turn take that damage and the exhaustion on a Constitution saving throw.
Of course.
Okay. Do I feel like I've been noticed yet?
Can you do you have to stand and point with it, or can you hide while you're doing it? Is my question.
Well, here's the thing. It's a verbal somatic, so technically I was saying things when that was happening. So yes, I would have been. They probably, unless they were really noticing. I mean, it's the heat of a battle, so yeah, it's your call, really.
But that's only at the initial casting, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It is concentration though, so I do have to keep it up.
I'll say they probably know kind of what building it came from,
Sure.
or what general area. So they begin to kind of look around. They're closing in on your building.
Okay. Are these buildings tightly packed together?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to tap to Furo and go, we're moving along, and I'm going to Misty Step as a bonus action into the next building along. I have to see the area, don't I? If it is, is it burning enough for me to see into another building within 30 feet?
If you were standing on the edge here in that house there,
Yep.
and looking out here, you wouldn't be able to see into the other two now.
Okay. Would I be able to see to the one across the road?
Yeah, probably. But I would also say that that's more than 30 feet.
Okay.
We can move and then Misty step, right?
True.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then I'll
that's
just follow you and climb up there with you. We're good.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that then.
You quickly jump out the window.
Yep.
Run halfway across the street. Go ahead and give me. No, you're not doing stealth. I'm just doing a perception roll for these guys. I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're lucky. As you see how they, like, one of the Viking warriors kind of rips off one of the doors and they begin to search the house.
Excellent.
They're not in here. Fire them. They begin to fan out. As you're standing inside the next house, you're now in this one over here. What are you doing?
Cool. Do I have a view of the opposite end of the bridge still? If I stick my head out the window?
Yeah, but sticking your head out the window will probably give yourself away.
Okay, could I stick my arm out the You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna stick my head out the window and I'm gonna cast a fireball on the other end of the bridge. Where they're fighting. Fireball, sorry, not firebolt, that would be rubbish. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll say you can fire a fireball. It's further on the map, but that's fine. That's a fireball.
Yeah, 150 feet, and you said 75 feet across the bridge.
Yeah,
so.
But there's also a few feet from this here to the start of the bridge here. So what I think we're doing, 1 second here.
Okay.
Just
So
figure out.
you're causing a sickening radiance on one of the bridge and fireballing the other end?
Yep.
I love your chaos. It's fantastic. This is great.
Yeah,
Because if they hit by a fireball and they retreat, they're going to have to go through the skinning radiance. And then I literally I'm just going to rinse and repeat. I've also got Crown of Stars still up because it lasted an hour from the last battle.
Right.
I'm going to do something here. I'm going to put you on the map.
Okay.
I just have a map. You have seen it before, so keep that in mind.
I would say if this was the start of a next inverse commas round, I would move up if we can move through houses and things like that as far as I can to get to at the best range I can.
I'm putting you in the house that you can be in, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to go ahead and activate this. I'm going to move out some. Like, I've prepared some maps, but it is very futile to do anything with you guys.
Right.
Or prepare anything. So you were in the house on the other side of the street from where we are now.
Yes. So it's what, this big square one? Is that right?
Do you see where you are?
Yes. Sorry. Yes, I do.
Well, so we're at the north side?
There.
Actually, if I can change my mind, then I'm going to do something different. So, firstly, I just want to double check. I can't do a Mystic Arcanum and a spell on the same turn, can I?
No.
But they both be actions. That's fine. Ignore me. Okay, in that case, we're going to get to this building and we're going to dimension door to. I'm going to have to ping it. This. How do I ping again? Middle button.
Hold X.
Hold X.
Hold the left. Click.
This building. From there.
What?
With
So
Furrow.
How are you going to miss the step there from where you are?
Do I have to
Dimension door.
Sorry, not Misty Step. I meant dimension door. That was me being a
Alright.
bugger.
Sure. You can definitely miss dimension door up there.
Cool. Excellent.
What is the size of the singing radius again? 20 feet radius?
It's 30 feet sphere. So I wouldn't jump into something that was directly I wouldn't jump into it. Put it that way.
No, I know. I'm just putting it on the map, so
That's all right.
because they would have left that area as well.
Absolutely.
All right. I should do that. I'll say you can go over here. Go ahead and look. Give me a luck roll to see if you take 9 force damage.
Sure thing. Luck roll. That's not
No, yeah, you're done. You're good. You get on the other side there.
Cool. Right. So, are there a load of people in this circle currently, or are they all moved? They've all found out?
They have moved out.
Okay, right. There is a big group of people just down there, though. Furrow, if I can do Furrow's go, is going to use his Purge the Undeserving, and he's going to just tip it out of the window, which is a 20-foot radius, necrotic damage on top of them. I don't know if you want to drop that if you've got the sheet open, Tanner.
Yep.
Cheers.
It's not a 20-foot radius, it's a 20-foot cone.
20-foot cone, sorry. But if I'm dropping out the window, I don't know how gravity works with liquids in terms of cones. But yeah.
It's just a cone. You just place the cone Tanner there.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just going to roll for one of these guys. No, because that's all natural 20s.
Definitely hit 3.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, so one success, 2 failures.
Cool.
And these 2 here, take some more. There we go. All right. As it just fires that off, they definitely know where you are. Oh, get him!
That's fine.
Alright, what does that cost me?
What are you doing?
That's one charge.
Did you move the radiance, or what are you doing?
The radiance is staying. What I would have been doing after that, I don't know how we're doing in terms of rounds now. I want to fireball the other side of the bridge, or as far down the bridge as I can from this point. That's my next thing that I would be doing generally. Whether that's this round or the next round, I don't know. But yeah,
I'll say he did the challenge. You did the dimension door. So right now, as these things like they'll be storming into this house. I'm not going to say that they have that they automatically get to attack you this turn, but you're definitely getting swarmed at this point.
That's fine.
You walk in. As you look out the window, go ahead and give me a luck roll.
Sure. Really gonna try and make me push my luck this evening. There you go.
If you want to go to a window where you have direct line of sight, you have to go into the radiance.
Okay, as opposed... okay. Okay. No, I will hold for the second then. And we're gonna funnel these guys upstairs. In that case, like we can hold a stairway for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
So you're basically trying to just do chaos and run around with these people trying to...
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get them so they are grouped up for us, but they can't hit us like a lot from all sides. I want to try and bottleneck these people as much as possible.
Yeah, they're coming.
So as much discord as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, we dimmed over to the top of the top floor, right? Yeah. So they gotta come up the stairs. Furrow will hold off the stairs while Oz just fireballs to the south of the bridge.
If you're doing this, you're fighting off, you're kind of throwing them down the stairs, like just a bed table, anything you can find. Things are on fire. As you look out the window, you see the pirate front will collapse if you don't stop Ufilison.
That's fine.
So you need to make a decision.
Okay. Have these guys all been shown to be using what do we call it? Are they just using close combat weapons, or are they using ranged weapons?
They're also using ranged weapons.
Okay.
So I'm going to take some attrition from now on, like Bjorn and Theus did.
Absolutely. Okay. Let's check the distance.
They have like javelins and crossbows, right?
Uh-huh. Ooh. A question about a Furrow, just because I don't know specifically. His Misty Step, can he only do it once per turn? Once per short long rest?
Yeah, once per day.
Once. So he has already used it?
Nope.
Yes. No?
Furrow has not used it.
He hasn't.
He has compelled dual Misty Step. He doesn't need Misty Step, though. I mean, think about it. I mean, first of all, he has fancy footwork, so as long as he takes it...
Well, I'm just... yes, it's just... I want to try and get the opposite side of this Sickening Radiance now, in that case. But he's not going to be able to get that distance without going through the Sickening Radiance, whereas I can. But
We don't have to stay together. It's more important you fireball these guys, sure, hold them off. Fucking 300, baby.
okay, sure. Faro is going to stay here. He's going to hold that bit. I am going to use my bonus action to cast Fast Step. Yes. No, I'm not going to use Fast Step. I'm going to use Dimension Door again. And if I'm using Dimension Door, then I can get us both there. Actually, do I want to do that? I kind of have to.
If you use Far Step, you drop Sickening Radiance.
That's what I mean. So I'm going to have to use Dimension Door. Okay. I will use Dimension Door on both of us, and we will Dimension Door into the back line of those troops. Just before. Basically where there's that 5-foot gap. So now it's essentially, yeah, rock and a hard place. With my bonus action in that round, I will use I'll use Hexblade's Curse on big fella, obviously.
How does this Hexblade's Curse look when you do it?
I don't know if we ever see. I think some of that kind of green dust that's basically just rising from this massive pool above me, just like one snaky tendril, just sort of lazily kind of moves over me, over the red shirts on the bridge, and then just begins sort of coiling round just various sort of pointier parts of his armor and stuff like that, and just sort of begins to highlight him like he's in VATS. But yeah.
As he sees this, he kind of reacts, turns around quickly. He casts, but before he does that, he casts a firewall, a wall of fire.
Sure.
Here, basically. Oh, that was the wrong one. There we go.
That's fine.
All right. Make some room. As this happens, his warriors kind of let him in, let him through as they kind of move up.
Oh, balls. Okay.
And he kind of steps up to the two of you. Do you do anything as a reaction to this?
Well, I assume Furrow would... Can I make my attacks against him now, or...?
Sure.
Well, hang on. If those guys move, that back line moved out of the way, would we get attacks of opportunity against them?
Yeah,
Actually,
if you want, if you want to, that's fine.
Neither of us will use our reactions because we need them. Okay. In which case, yeah, let's get this started. In the words of the Black Eyed Peas.
Who are you supposed to be? One of my little brother's small friends. Why is he not here himself?
He was busy with other more important things than you, I'm afraid.
Yes.
Yes.
The judge of the Northmen, is he not?
Also, he did say how jolly funny it would be if me, self-described coward and general weak man, killed you. And what a great dishonor that would be. Wouldn't that be funny? Now shut up and fight.
Fine. As he looks behind you, he casts Dispel Magic on your Sickening Radiance.
Alright.
And he gets it. So I'll remove that.
Okay.
This gives us a bit more room, don't you think?
Of course.
As the other soldiers kind of begin to close in behind you. Are you doing anything as a reaction? He hasn't initiated. You could just attack. You can do something else.
If he's not attacked yet, are we going into initiative after this?
Yeah, we might, depending on what you're doing.
Cool. Sure. Well, if he's done me the honor of getting rid of my concentration, I'll just kind of look up in the air and just go, do you know what? This weather's awful. And I'll cast Call Lightning.
Are you just you strike him with a lightning bolt?
Yeah, man.
Sure. Yeah, why not? So I'll cast it, and then it will stay up until I immediately get hit and lose concentration next round. If it will let me... Sorry. This is very slow for me sometimes. Yeah, so I'll cast that as my Mystic Arcanum.
I'll
And
use
I will
the-
also...
I'll use Compel Duel
use
on
my-
the big boy as well, so he does
Sure.
an attack cost.
And that will also be... I'll use my Channel Divinity Destructive Wrath on that as well, just do max damage.
He fails. And the deck save, he fails as well, so he takes some damage.
So he takes, what, 30, right? Unless he's raging. Unless he's not raging, it's lightning. Unless he's token. But token more. But yeah.
Kind of takes thunder into his chest. Trying to be like the mighty Thor, are we? This will not help you where you're going.
I'm awfully
nah.
derivative.
You know where I'm from? We used to plunder and kill with the likes of you.
I don't recall you winning that war, though.
Well, maybe time for round 2.
Let's hope so. Okay.
Alright.
Can I attack
yeah.
him as well? It was a bonus
Yeah,
action.
go ahead.
Compel Duel.
Yeah,
So,
you can definitely do that.
compelled duel will mean I won't be able to do any attacks on him, or it will drop, right?
Yeah.
So is this really what we definitely want to do?
I just don't want him to make his first barrel of attacks against you, that's all.
Okay, if you'll find it only lasting 1 round or whatever, then that's fine.
I'll
but
have to fuck out something easy for right. Yeah, we'll attack him as well. 18.
18 does not hit.
That's a
Would I have had
beefy
my bonus
fucking
action
crazy guy.
on that bit as well, by the way?
What?
Would I have had my bonus action to use as well there?
Or
is this just an action?
we got an initiative,
Yeah,
so unless there's
so-
something specific you want to do, then no.
I've still got Crown of Stars up, but 4 stars on it, so I was going to send one of them down with it, probably.
In that case, I'm going to give him a full action as well, if we're just doing whatever we can right now, or a full turn. And that'll mean he'll be able to
He
use his
cast Wall
legendary
of
actions.
Fire and
He-
moved up here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's...
He also has legendary actions, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Like, we can definitely do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell you what,
absolutely.
I'll hold off.
Well, I've done an action and bonus, so yeah.
Sure.
Okay, if you've done the action bonus, then I will do that as well, which is Mr. Crown of Stars
26 will hit him
for 30 damage, 30
yeah.
radiant damage.
as he then turns around and he uses his legendary action in that case to slap you with his axe. 30 to hit.
Face hit. Okay, I have Armor of Hexes, so I roll a d6, a 4 or higher, and it misses. That's a 6.
You see the crystal kind of distortion for a second. It goes up, shatters. You feel the force of the axe just kind of blow you away, and your thoughts kind of go back to the fight with the big Shadow Bjorn. This guy's not fun getting hit from. It is not very good.
But not hit me then.
Oh, but he did fail. Yeah. So we'll say that that was before then the compelled duel. So go ahead and roll initiative for both of them, which for Furo and Oust.
Please be good. That's not good. Bardic Inspiration doesn't work on initiative rolls, does it?
I don't.
It does. It's an ability check.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do it.
I am going to go ahead and do it. It's a D10 or a D12.
I will let you know that his initiative is 20 because he rolled in at 20.
So it's not going to make any difference.
No, you might want to hold on to that.
I'll hold on to it.
As he kind of
That's cool.
squares up, the lightning kind of smoking on his armor, all this haste. I'll get to you in a second. Then he looks down to Furo as he attacks twice at the critter. That's going to be a very bad roll, 17 and then 27 to hit.
27. It's
We'll take 17 slashing and 7 necrotic damage. So that is a total of 24.
Hang on.
Okay, this guy's going to be rough. He took 60.
Sorry, it was 17 plus 7, so 24.
24 damage, yeah.
Alright, well, I'll use my, what do you call it? Evasion. Or not evasion, Uncanny Dodge. Reduce that to 12.
Right. Next up is then Furo.
Furo will. I'll stab.
That's a hit, though.
26 for 13, and then Furo will GTFO. These barricades still there, I assume?
Yes. Does he do disengage?
No. He has fancy footwork.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't need to. Yeah.
I guess he's gonna climb. You know what? He's just gonna go right over here and climb under the bridge. And then he's gonna hide.
He has a climb speed, is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what is the wording of
it's a stone bridge, right?
Compelled duel? Yeah.
Compell's done. Boss attacked him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Alright, in that case, Oust, you're up. But with his legendary action, he's going to cast a spell. Go ahead and give me a con... first of all, Oust, you see... he makes a melee spell attack roll.
Okay.
That's a nat 20. Alright. So,
Yeah.
you're poisoned as he touches you, and you see how it looks like a dragon tattoos and kind of something weird just begins to spread across your body, and you can just feel how it slowly poisons your blood. All right, that was his legendary action. Go ahead and take your turn.
Okay, so what was the effect that it just poisoned me in terms of status effect poison? Okay. Right, in which case, let's just double check the wording on something very quickly. Oh, no, I won't make him do a strength saving throw. That seems pointless. Right, in which case, yeah, I'm just going to begin hammering it at this clown. So, first attack is a 27 to hit.
And that is a hit, definitely.
And the second attack is a 17, which probably doesn't.
Nah, no, that doesn't hit him.
I would like to use my inspiration, if able.
Yeah, sure. You can give a play inspiration for him to reroll it.
Sure.
Fuck Alex.
Never mind. Okay, that is that, and then my bonus.
Tell me how Oust fucks up.
Just the usual, right?
Oust is facing down an 8-foot plus giant Northman. He's talking a lot of bravado. He doesn't necessarily have the bravado to back it up. So he's probably just a case of, oh fuck. Also, he's just been poisoned, so he's probably retching a little bit. It's just like, yeah, just like slapping. So yeah, he's struggling right now. Crown of Stars on top of that doesn't hit.
That doesn't
I have
hit.
2 Crown of Stars left.
And at the end of your turn, please give me a con save.
Sure. That's an 18.
That's a save. All right.
That's a relief. My con.
So go ahead and note down 1 success.
Sure. Okay.
Right. As it is his turn, he can't see Furo, so he's going to whap you twice. It's an 18 to hit and a 24 to hit.
18 misses, the 24 hits. I will use my reaction to do Crystalline Distortion and add my superiority die onto the roll. So all I have to roll is more than a 4. Yeah, I'm hoping if I click that it will roll it. I've rolled it twice, I think, by accident. Okay, my AC is now 28 until the end of next turn.
Doesn't
Oh,
hit
to
you
the
then.
start. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
you can go ahead and add 1 more superiority die back, so you don't use both of them.
Yeah, sorry. Yep. Okie dokie.
All right. So you kind of you're furiously kind of trying to block him with everything you have.
Yeah.
Him getting through your defenses will be a very bad thing.
Basically, as I go up to parry, all of the space underneath where I've like brought up the blade is just solid crystal for a second, and that just gets smashed through. And I'm just like constantly just bringing up small balls. Just basically like
each of the blows, every like small thing of dust and everything just thrown away. Kuro, you're up.
Has he been making saves to maintain the wall, or?
Oh,
I think that's kind of futile against if the wall's just sticking there.
Nah, it's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I can't do much unless I get him alone, or if I have advantage. So.
Well, if normal rules for sneak attack still apply, so if Alce is next to him, you'll still get sneak attack.
Okay. I guess I'll pop back up and give it a couple whacks. So rapier. That'll be in
Miss.
18. The chalice 20.
20 sadly also is a miss. He's very heavy armored, this man.
Well, seeing that he's heavily armored, I have attacked, so I will go back under the bridge. And another stealth check, 28. That's my turn.
In that case, legendary action, since he sees a bunch of defense on Aus, he's going to use his 3 legendary actions to cast a spell. As you see, most of his wounds just close on himself. Close on his body.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here, man. This is futile.
we can survive another couple rounds. Right. Okay. I just want to double check what this does as well, real quick. I've not used it in a while. Sure. Okay, I'm going to use a superiority die, and I'm going to use my fainting attack as part of my bonus action to grant myself advantage on the roll, and I also get a bonus to the damage.
So as you're fighting this guy, you just before you make any decisions, you think maybe just doing.
I didn't mean to click that.
Oh yeah, but all the force, like just going full brawn on this guy might not be the best idea. So you might need to be sneaky.
Sneaky is difficult for Oust, and what do you reckon I do, Furo/Tanner? Do you reckon because really the only way I can get out of this is jumping off the bridge right now.
Jump off the bridge.
Okay, but then he goes straight back to attacking those guys.
Unless you have a way to defeat him, which I don't see that there's any way, right? We can't physically beat him.
This was never about defeating him. This is about keeping him occupied.
I say torch, like burn as many guys as you can. Ignore this guy. Get away from him. Destroy everyone. He probably can't zip around like you can.
Sure.
If you could that fireball all over the place, you're happy. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
what kind of resources
I'm flat out of spell slots because I dimensioned it twice.
Well, then you gotta go.
All right. In which case, I will just kind of no, I'm not gonna. Oh, okay. This is gonna be tricky. Right. I'm going to lift my thing up. I'm gonna fireball, and I'm gonna fireball in a really. Okay.
A full hesitation.
Okay, that's not where I put it, but that's going to wipe out like a couple of guys the other side of the firewall, right? I don't know how firewall works in terms of blocking.
Oh, Furrow's under the bridge anyways, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well,
basically, what I want to do is I want to sort of just jump off the bridge, and as I jump, I want to kind of just cast the fireball basically down on my position.
Sure. All right. So you just try to explode as many. All right. We'll move out of combat for this.
Yeah. I probably would take an attack of opportunity. He probably would take an attack of opportunity against me though. There.
Yeah.
If I'm moving out of his range.
Let's just we'll give you one of those bad boys here. Oh, that's a 24.
My AC still No, Mace, he's no longer 28. However, I still do have Hexblade's Curse up, so let's roll D6. That doesn't hit me.
Still just
Beautiful.
on you there.
Goddamn.
Coward, as you
Coward.
jump over, the explosion go out. Describe to me how you Hawkeye away from this ledge.
It absolutely is. I'm gonna kind of like walk backwards up onto the lip of the bridge, and I'm gonna kind of jump off backwards and just point in the air, and then fire at this thing, and you see this small mote of green fire just fly up into the air, and then come down at like max speed straight back down on top of them and blow just a massive fireball on top of them.
You see, as the front line kind of gets disrupted, a bunch of Viking soldiers die as you decide to alter your strategy and get the fuck out of dodge. What does Furo do? Does he just follow through? I guess.
Just drops down in the water.
Yeah.
As you go into the water, you go into the water. Are you swimming anywhere specific, or just letting the stream take you down towards the beach?
Down. I want to I want to swim down far enough that any ranged attacks aren't going to damage me. Realistically, at least for the second. Like for this next round, it's just me going down to the riverbed.
Swim to the riverbed as quickly as you can.
Yeah. I suggest Furo does the same.
Oh yeah, Furo's gonna do the same. Yeah.
Furo does the same. You see his tiny air bubbles gets out of his snout as he's swimming in the water. He kind of looks to you, pointing. Where are we going?
We're taking the stream down. Right?
Yes, we're gonna take the stream down towards those sort of that line of rocks which are on the map. I don't know whether they probably would be in real life, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but that.
I would say
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if I got a chance to, I don't know how rounds work. I can innately cast Alter Self at will now, and I'll cast Aquatic Adaptation on myself so I can breathe underwater.
That's fine. Definitely do that.
That's Myriad of many forms, or Master of Myriad forms.
So you can kind of get down to the inner cove harbor there, or the inner cove jetties.
Okay.
As you escape, definitely disrupting. Go ahead and give me a luck check.
Sure. 3. Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
Sure.
Thank you.
What was that about luck turning around?
15.
Nice.
You see though, after you have made this commotion and this chaos, you have at least bought the defenders some time, and it seems that they have strengthened their position somewhat. So you have brought all of you guys some time, and that is where we'll take our break for tonight, guys. We'll be back in half an hour to see the last part of these battles. Maybe, who knows? And as we're moving into the end game here, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back in half an hour. So that'll be at 1:15.
That's when you got a break. I got into